Hello, YouTube vinyl community. Mark My here. Um, all right, so on Facebook, I joined a group that was called um, Western New York Garage Sales, in the hopes that I might find some vinyl records out there. And on a few occasions, I would, people would say, "Oh, we're having a yard sale, we're having an estate sale, everything must go. We're moving to Oregon, the whole thing." And I would type in a little message, "You have any vinyl records for sale?" And they'd say yes. So I'd go over and I'd take a look, and I'd buy a couple here and there, nothing too fancy. Um, but this one particular, they're having an estate sale, and I messaged, put a little message on there. Do you have any vinyl records? She actually used the messenger to message me back and put pictures. And so I, looking at some of the pictures, and I said, you know, how about $10? Fine. When can you come over? I'll be there in a half hour. And so I drove out with my $10, and there you go. And it's 52 records that were in that box. So obviously I'm not going to be able to show them all at once. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably do, a 20 records here, and then I'll have a part 2 and have 20 more records. Okay. It's definitely an interesting mixture of stuff. Eclectic listener for sure. Um, there are a couple in there that I've never heard of before. Don't know what style they are. There were actually there's more than 52 records because there are probably about 7 or 8 Christmas records that I put on the side. I'm not going to show. Nothing too traumatic there. There was a lot of classical Christmas. There was a Carpenter's Christmas, which I already had, and also a Nat King Cole Christmas, which I already had, and I can't think of what else. But so anyways, let's dive right in because there's a lot of stuff. All right, first one is Frank Purcell. This is Nostalgia Mood, and this is on Capital EMI. And this person must have been a dancer because next to the songs here, they put these little red stickers, and it says medium, foxtrot, waltz, slow rag, slow speed. I don't know what an F, R, and W are, but anyway, I know foxtrot, that's a dance, and a drag, that's a dance. So they must have been playing this one for dancing. Jack Jones hits Call Me Irresponsible. This is on Cap. I do have other Jack Jones, and probably looking over the song list, I think I may have all these songs already, but I don't have the greatest hits, so I'm going to keep it. This is on a phono disc out of Toronto, Canada. I never know how to say this guy's name. Is it Jerry Vale or Jerry Valey? I don't know. But anyways, there you go. Be My Love. My mother-in-law would love this. My wife's maiden name is Rossi, and her mother is Italian as it comes. She likes Jerry Valey. There's another one. Arrivederci Roma. And that last one was on Columbia, and this one's on Columbia as well. Pretty decent shape. One that I was super happy to have found, and I'm looking at this. It's so nice and new and clean. I probably would have paid $10 just for this one record right here. So all the rest, as far as I'm concerned, I got for free. This is Ella Fitzgerald, Ella in Hollywood, recorded live at the Crescendo. And it has a little special thing that says, this album contains Ella's smash hit, Mr. Paganini. And this is on Verve, of course, but I'm looking at the back here. They must have been Canadian. They must have been Canadian, moved here from Canada, because this one is also recorded or distributed by in Canada by Quality Records, Toronto, Canada. So it must have lived in Canada at some point. This one is Frankie Carl and his piano and orchestra, featuring Daryl Stevens. Top of the Mark, and I love the pictures here because the Mark must have been, recorded live at Hotel Mark Hopkins. But it must have been the Mark must have been a penthouse, and the pictures show from up above down on the city. Very neat, very neat. Alright, Gentle on My Mind, Lenny D at the organ. This is on Decca. Again, this is another one that's beautiful shape, nice and white, clean. For Decca, I like it. Alright, my mom, God rest her soul, she loved this guy, and it's fitting that I should get at least one of his records. This is Kenny by Kenny Rogers. It's a 2 LP set. I'm just looking. Where is it? No, it's not. Nope, it's only 1 LP, but it's a gatefold. It's probably like a greatest hits. Yeah. And this is on United Artists. Alright, another one that's a country flavor here, and this is on the Design Records label. This is Country Music Hall of Fame, and it's got Roger Miller, Johnny Cash, Webb Pierce, Carl Belo, Jimmy Dean, Dave Dudley, Buck Owens, Del Reeves, George Jones, and Sonny James. It's a compilation of their hits of the time, I guess. Johnny Cash, Mean-Eyed Cat. I don't even remember that song. Alright, then on the guest star country western series, this is Sonny James. This one's looks like it's definitely got some wear on it here, some stains. Must have had something spill on it. This is something that they probably played quite a bit. Couple of Ray Conniffs that I didn't have before. These are on Columbia. This one is called Memories Are Made of This, and this is another one that looks like had something spilled on a beer maybe or something. The vinyl is in good shape though. I've checked all the vinyl. They all look really nice. Another Ray Conniff Singers, Somebody Loves Me. This one's in much better shape. And of course Ray Conniff was on Columbia. This is a soundtrack, and I've never heard of this movie though. This is music from the soundtrack of Barry Lyndon. It's a Stanley Kubrick film starring Ryan O'Neal, and it's in really great shape. So I must have saw the movie, liked it, and bought the soundtrack, but then realized it's not something that's an everyday player, obviously. Alright, then there's a little bit of backstory on this one. I went to a thrift store, and I saw this record, and I knew I'd already had like the part 1 version of it. So when I saw it, I was like, oh yes, I definitely got to get it. And I pulled out the record, and I looked at the artist on the record that was inside, which was the same artist, but it was not the same record. So the sleeve and the album were mismatched. I was kind of disappointed. I've checked this one. It's correct. So this is on Liberty Premiere Series. This is the 50 Guitars of Tommy Garrett. This is actually called More 50 Guitars in Love. And I have 50 Guitars in Love. So this is a great gatefold. Got some pictures of people in love, apparently, in the back. So I'm happy to have that. Alright, here's another one. I have this one already, but this is a definite upgrade because mine is not this nice condition. Recorded on the spot. RCA Victor. Living stereo. This is Belafonte at Carnegie Hall, the complete concert. It's a 2-record, 4-sider, gatefold. And like I said, this is in really nice shape. So I'm keeping this one. I'll probably end up getting rid of my other one. Little green tea. It gets a little warm here in the sun porch at this time of day. Alright, just a couple more here and then we'll be done with this one. This is called The Sea. It's on Warner Brothers. This is composed by Anita Kerr, written by Rod McEwen, and it stars the San Sebastian Strings. And it's still got the plastic on it. It's in really great shape, nice and clean. I've never heard of this one, so we'll definitely listen to that. Alright, so then another little story. When I first started collecting, one of my co-workers says, "Oh, you like vinyl records?" "Yes, I like vinyl records." "We've got a crate full of my dad's old records, and they're just collecting dust. I'll give them to you." Okay. So she gave them to me, and it had to be about 20 or 25 records. Every single one of them was an organ record. Some of them were not very good. Some were very... But one of the people that I did discover because of that crate of records was Jesse Crawford, a very good organist. And here, this one's called Organ Favorites. It's on Decca. To give you an idea of some of the songs here: On the Sunny Side of the Street, On the Street Where You Live, Mac the Knife, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, My Blue Heaven, Autumn Leaves, Lisbon Antigua, that's going to be an interesting one, and Song of India. So, and this is, again, on Decca. Look how nice and neat and clean this is. This all looks almost brand new. So I'm hoping this is one of the better organ players out there. Alright, one more. One of the people that I like, I listen to quite a bit, Lester Lannon. And this one here is on Epic. This is Dance to the Music of Lester Lannon. So again, another one that's in really good shape. Nice and clean. Can't wait to listen to that. Alright. So that's it's about halfway, I think. We'll finish up the next set in another video, okay?